To raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science, says Albert Einstein. Education is fundamental for achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society, and promoting national development. With the quickly changing employment and global ecosystem, it is becoming increasingly important that children not only learn, but learn how to learn. Education must thus move towards less content and more towards learning about how to think critically and solve problems, how to be creative and multidisciplinary, and how to innovate and adapt. NEP 2020 aims at making India a global knowledge superpower. The main objective of NEP 2020 is to give equal emphasis on all subjects with integration of vocational education, reduction in curricular content, greater focus on experiential learning, and holistic development of the learner. Competency based education, that is CBE, is one of the important aspects of NEP 2020. Competency is a set of skills, abilities, knowledge that helps an individual perform a given task in real life. Competency based education is an outcome based approach to education to ensure proficiency in learning by students through demonstration of the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes required for dealing with real life situations. Students find chemistry difficult due to the inability to relate with the subject, as traditional methods of teaching focus more on the content rather than the learner. They are instructor based. However, CBE allows students to advance based on their ability to master a skill or competency at their own pace, regardless of the environment. All educators, including science teachers, have the responsibility of expanding their students' horizons beyond the classroom. Keeping in mind the benefits of CBE, in class 10th, the topic of rancidity was discussed using CBE with an aim to promote critical thinking and problem solving abilities of students. They were able to analyze situations given to them using experimentation, helped in promoting collaborative and communication skills. Science doesn't just happen in a lab, it's a part of everyday life. To advance students' conceptual understanding, prior knowledge and questions should be evoked and linked to experiences with experiments, data, and phenomena. Keeping in mind this fact, the topic of rancidity was introduced by taking various examples from daily life to give learners an opportunity to reflect upon and relate the topic with their surroundings.
Have you ever faced a time where you were forbidden to eat your favorite dessert because it stank so bad and appeared disgusting? If yes, have you ever wondered about the reason for the same? If not, don't fluster. We got your back.
Today, in this video, we will be throwing light on one of the fascinating phenomena known as rancidity, or as we can call it, the evil twin of corrosion. Rancidity, in mere words, means oxidation of fats and oils present in the food, causing it to stink and taste unpleasant.
Students learn science by actively engaging in the practices of science, including doing experiments, conducting investigations, sharing ideas with peers. Various guided activities were given to the students to enable them appreciate the phenomena at their own pace.
Now, to make this topic more transparent for you, we will now be demonstrating an experiment.
We have taken samples of some everyday food items like pakode, roasted almonds, white rice, salt, cream, and ghee. We kept these items in the open air for some days and tabulated our observations. Here is the observation table.
From the above experiment, we can conclude that pakode, roasted almonds, rice, and cream turn rancid. On the other hand, salt and ghee do not turn rancid.
Science should be introduced as a separate discipline with emphasis on experiments, technology, and a focus on problem solving. The students were given opportunity to learn by doing experiments and construct their own knowledge. Opportunities and activities enhance learners' self efficacy in the form of designing experiments and activities on their own. It also helps in boosting their confidence to approach tasks positively. Peer learning activities were promoted to inculcate team building spirit, improving psychological well being, social competence, communication skills, and self esteem of learners. Handholding of students was done at every step.
Today in this presentation, firstly, we will be studying the extent of rancidity, if its rate changes with the environment around it or if it is the same everywhere. Secondly, we are going to talk about steps to prevent this evil.
Now, before going on further, we need to understand what rancidity is. When food containing fat and oil come in contact with surrounding oxygen and moisture, the auto-oxidation leads to bad smell and change in taste, which, as we learned, can be described as rancidity. Oils can be particularly susceptible to rancidity because of their chemistry, which makes them susceptible to oxygen damage. Now, moving ahead, let's take this practical approach through an experiment.
Here we have 6 food items, namely potato, pickles, salad, mayonnaise, egg, chips, and a biscuit. We kept them in various locations like in a sunny place, at room temperature, and in the refrigerator. After observing the items for a week and taking a note of their fragrances, here are our observations.
Based on the observations, we hereby conclude some methods to prevent rancidity. First, we can keep the items in an airtight container. We know that rancidity occurs due to the oxidation of food, so eliminating oxygen is the key here. Second, prevent using unsaturated fatty acids. Saturated ones won't oxidize. That being said, this isn't always possible. Third, keep away the food item from sunlight. It doesn't need vitamin D, you do. Try keeping the item in a cooler and darker atmosphere, and if possible, one with less oxygen. Last but not the least, try adding some antioxidants to the fat containing foods in order to retard the development of rancidity due to oxidation.
Isn't this quite fascinating how oxygen, something that is so important for us that we can't live without it, is utterly the opposite, or as we can say, an evil charm on these food items?
Here is a little word search that summarizes what we covered today. Hope this time turns out to be fruitful for you. Thank you for coming along with in this educational train.
The teacher serves as a guide and a resource to students. Reflection, along with driving questions, help students maintain interest learn successfully, and complete tasks. The learners were asked questions to make them appreciate the task given to them and help them learn it better. Assessment was done in a step by step manner, considering the fact that CBE focuses on content mastery rather than mere content completion. Students were made to assess themselves by reflecting upon their work. In case of the inability of the student to learn any concept, more activities were given to be done at their own pace. On achieving the desirable outcome, a pen paper test in the form of objective questions was conducted.